Good morning and welcome to the Talk of the Town. My guest this morning is Nishad Wijetunga, President of the Sri Lanka Association of Inbound Tour Operators, one of the key stakeholders in the tourism enterprise. Good morning and welcome, Nishad.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Nishad, tourism is referred to as the lowest hanging fruit in enabling Sri Lanka's economic recovery. The government has high hopes for tourism to play a key role in economic recovery. Does the budget adequately represent and reflect this? What are the concerns you have? What are the issues that have been resolved?
Actually, the budget does address it to an extent, but there are some sections which we actually, as the companies or as the group that brings in around 65% of tourists to this country in the formal sector, we have actually certain concerns that we brought up or certain issues that we asked for have not been addressed yet, and but so we feel that the sooner those things are addressed, the better for the industry in general, especially as you said, it's considered the lowest hanging fruit, and this is one way that we have actually even so far have brought in so much of foreign exchange into the country. As inbound to operators, 100% of our income is in foreign exchange, and those come through the proper banking channels into Sri Lanka, and that money is retained within the country. That foreign exchange is retained within the country, and the effect, there's a cascading effect. It goes down to from us right down to the smallest stakeholder in the industry. So in that sense, we would like for if the concerns that we have given about one is about transportation, where we have a very aged fleet which is 10 to 15 years old, and for us to take tourists around, and also there is a dearth because there have been a lot of freelance drivers who own their own vehicles who have either moved out of the industry or don't have vehicles anymore, and even the vehicles that are around are quite old. So as a result, we have given proposals how on a where they can very strictly monitor and make sure that whatever they allow for import will be strictly used for this purpose only, and we would be encouraged if this can be quickly looked into and allow for some vehicles to be brought in purely for tourism only. Also, there is a concern about the fact that the VAT is exemption that is given to the DMC sector is going to be probably taken off. They have said that a lot of exemptions are going to be removed, but they have specifically told about address this particular group, which is the DMC community, because end of the day, we are 100% foreign exchange earning industry for the country. So on that basis only the exemption was given, and if that is taken off, then there's about 40 to 45% of our product cost, which does not include the accommodation where they are already paying VAT. But so as a result, there will be an addition on this portion of our income, and of course, with it going up to 18% in January, it's going to affect overall, because everybody gets affected when this happens, and of course we become uncompetitive among the competing destinations in the region.
The global marketing campaign for Sri Lanka tourism is yet to be launched. How important is it for Sri Lanka to strategically use its branding and marketing to position itself as a viable global tourism destination?
It is vitally important, and it was on track earlier this year, but unfortunately the campaign got derailed because of some technical issues with regard to the procurement process. So when we were told they have to go back to the market or they were to go out there and then do the procurement all over again. That process, from what I know, is happening, but it's unfortunately the global the campaign has not taken off as yet, and that is very, very important that it is done sooner rather than later, because we need to look at bringing in, I mean, January to March is the main season for bookings, and that for the rest of the year. And if we are able to launch this at least by January, then some exposure will be given, and then also there is still a residual of the wrong messages that went out about Sri Lanka, or the negative effects of negative image of Sri Lanka. There's still a bit of residual things left, and if that also can, with the global campaign, hopefully all of that also will get cleared out, and then it will be good for Sri Lanka.
Thank you very much, Nishad Wijetunga, President, Sri Lanka Association of Inbound Tour Operators. Thank you, and it's back to the studio.